It's week 8 of the National Football League, and we'll see Bryce Young. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Panthers and the Saints, next on Madden Football.
Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And we are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, along for the ride in this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we got a pair of teams who both got off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records as we now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Yeah, we try to be pros, and every game, right, is a big game, but when you have teams that have gotten off to these starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams. They look that way right now. And this is also a measuring stick game, and a great one where you don't have the consequences of lose and go home. Just a wonderful test for you, for me.
To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're off and running from Charlotte. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And bringing them out an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
There's still lots of people around the NFL that believe that Justin Fields' best football's in front of them. Major believers of him as an upper-tier quarterback. And the reason why, Kate, is he's got physical traits that are just unique and different. He can run it like a running back, and he can spin a football as well. In fact, that running ability is some of the best in the game. But just continuing to build and refine his game as a passer between the tackles, that will be the key to the longevity of his career.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. The first carry here for Tony Pollard. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackle made by Dane Jackson. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Right back to Pollard. Jukes one defender. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. He landed Roberts coming over for the hit. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Second and 10 now. Kamara's got it. And he's brought down for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
This is complete to Olave. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Into the hands of Olave. And he's able to get this down to the 13. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Again, a run with Pollard. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Fields out of the gun. He's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established and into top gear right here early on.
Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
He beams one deep right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he slides down, but we got a flag on this play.
Holding offense.
He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him.
Let's go. Yellow. Line. Black swap. Switch. Yellow.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Young. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Escapes a defender. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Saints and Chris Olave ready to take over once again on offense. And so far, with a chunk of the season gone, you can see he's been the league's most productive receiver in terms of yardage. They've got first down from the 31. Back to throw. Here's Fields. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. He landed Roberts coming over for the hit. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A pistol snap. Fields. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 28 out of that play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
First and 10, it's Pollard. Juke the defender. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Now Fields. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. They'll motion Brown right. Pollard on 1st and goal. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Running behind center with Kamara. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain on 2nd and goal, so they need 10 here on 3rd. Fields looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Koo able to put it through. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's a return from the 7. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Carolina on 2nd try. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Young working from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Young throwing here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
The Saints add a 5th defensive back here. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and long. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. Winford 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the Saints will get set to take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. So that's one quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. It's a two-score game early. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Slot man in motion right. Jukes out a one-stop. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. On the carry, this is Pollard. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Off play action, it's Fields. He's going to push one deep down the right. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And that's good for a gain of 5. That stop made by Derek Brown. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here's Fields to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And their lead holds steady at 10.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting 2nd right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And defenders are there to get him at the line. Tackled on the play by Cameron Jordan. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 41-yard line.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down. Here's Young to throw. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure, You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They'll come up 1st and 10. Sticking to the air, it's Young. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Now Young. Buys time. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Saints and Tony Pollard headed back out there offensively. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackle made by J.C. Horn. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 31. Completed to Pollard. This is ahead for about 5. Shaq Thompson finishing that play off. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Fields. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be Panthers football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now it's Young. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
32-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. Has a lane past the 45. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Oh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Brought down behind
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Complete out to the right. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The Panthers facing a deficit near the break. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They'll throw it again. He'll get this one to Brooks. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Young to throw here on 3rd. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
Mevis able to knock it through. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Saints taking the field for the final time in this first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Slot man in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. A pistol snap. Fields into traffic. Complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. First down throw for Fields. That's into the hands of Moreau. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and you get a little something coming out of it, too.
Another throw for Fields. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And he's out of bounds past midfield. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He finds Johnson. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. One last play before the break. Throwing it just before halftime. A massive shot towards the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. We've arrived at the break, and what a second half we're in store for. It's tied at 10 after 2. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window. to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Geno Smith, a very good performance as his guys run the record now to 5-2. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Acrisure Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Najee Harris with a couple of touchdowns there. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Kendrick Bourne, a touchdown catch in that first half. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Panthers and Jonathan Brooks ready to begin another drive. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. On first down, here comes Brooks. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Well, looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Encroachment, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
First down.
Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. Out of the gun, Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Young working from the gun. Has a man. It's Brooks. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. From the gun, a give to Brooks. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 36-yard line.
Going left side, Madison with it. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding, offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Come on, set.
Here's Young to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Carolina in punt formation. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. Getting about 50 yards of boots so far, and here's another quality effort. Now this is out of bounds, and what a beauty. He coffin cornered it well. They're going to mark it at the 2-yard line. The Saints are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And as we work our way through this regular season, you can see he's currently sitting in the top 5 of the league in passing. They give to Pollard from the gun. and he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They give on second to Pollard. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. Defense with an excellent opportunity and a stop here on third down. Back to throw. Here's Fields. Connects with Johnson. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Panthers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. To the air on first down, Young. Pass taken in by the rookie out of Ole Miss. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
From the 47. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Into the hands of Campbell. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He has the Carolina touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Mevis with a point after. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Fields on first down. He puts everything behind this one. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Kamara running out of the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. And the Panthers into the nickel set. 3rd down coming. Man in motion here. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Fields out of the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They're set up at the 35 now. Shotgun snap to Fields. Pass taken in by Pollard. And he gets him around 6 there. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 29. Looking right, and he finds him. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Now, after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now motion him out of the backfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Now it's Fields. He'll get this one to Brown. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 1st down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll throw it again. Rolling left, behind, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. To return, here's Paris Campbell. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Play action now. Young. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
A second down throw for Young. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one, and that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
On second down, it's Brooks. He'll cobble together a yard there. Willie Gay there on the tackle. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Out of the gun, Young gets himself free. Well, there's too much pressure, and he's brought down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. On 4th down, out comes the Panthers field goal team and Harrison Mevis. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. Mevis able to knock it through. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Saints ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Handoff running right. Pollard. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Running right, here's Pollard. And he's tackled for a short gain. They only get a yard out of that run. It's going to be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Getting out to it. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Now Fields. Escapes the sack. And a stunning loss there, Brock. He ends up in his own end zone. That is a wild safety.
Sometimes, simply as a quarterback, you can feel a defense, right? You can just close your eyes and you can feel them. And I promise you, after that last sack, that defense was hunting. They knew what was on the line. They had a chance to go put points on the scoreboard. And that sack for the safety, it does just that.
Always hurts to do this. They give up the safety and now have to kick it away. He has it at the 13. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set, go. Set.
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Smith, red.
Young working from the gun. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they face 2nd and long.
Set, cut.
Young throwing here. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
His work begins at the 31. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. This is complete to Olave. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A pistol snap. Fields. Completed to Pollard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. He finds Johnson. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, it's Pollard. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Fields to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And now they have a 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Has it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
The Bats got it. It's a New Orleans touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
So here are the Saints facing a consequential 2-point attempt. He's throwing for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the fourth. Well, that right there, a very important two-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
Gamble now on the return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Panthers set to take the field. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Here's Young on 1st and 10. He's on the move. He can run it. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And this one doesn't go far. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Young looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They're set up at the 35 now. Young on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the give, it's Brooks. And the look outside yields no fruit. They make the stop near the line of scrimmage. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1. Now it's Young. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch. That yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Big moment for Harrison Mevis here. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Return coming from the 6. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Motion man sent left. From the gun, they go with Pollard. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Right back to Pollard. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. A tight end in motion now. He's back to throw. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard launch. And they're going to take over possession. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Inside handoff goes to Madison. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Back to throw it. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Let's see what he can do on the return. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. He manages 13 on this punt return. And it'll be their football. The Saints come marching onto the field. The game really in their hands at this point, Brock. We're going to see whether it's a celebration coming up next or overtime. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. To throw. That's taken in by Means. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Throwing now. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And that makes it 2nd and long. Looking to throw it. Olave with the catch. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. Now to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Here comes the Saints punting unit. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. Up the middle they go with Madison. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Madison again. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. All right, so in overtime, Brock, we could see one possession or we could see 3+. If the team who gets it first scores, the game ends then and there. A field goal or less, and we play on, and their opponents get a chance to respond. And if we're still tied after those first 2 possessions, this soccer chick likes this. It's golden goal football, Brock. The next score would win. this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Carolina offense headed out now. They couldn't quite get the job done in regulation, but the home crowd rising now to fire them up and help them finish the job right away in OT.
Ready. Set.
Running right, it's Madison. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll go right back to Madison. And not much. He maybe got a few across the 30 to about the 32. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, Young. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's the give to Madison. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Saints' 48-yard line.
Young working from the gun. Hopkins on the slant. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
So out now comes the punter. And this needs to be a good one. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And he can't hurt you with a return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary, this might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, and the other side gets a chance to go win it.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Connects with Johnson. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 2nd and 1. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They give to Pollard from the gun. And there was really nowhere to go there. Just a small push to the 37. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. They send the tight end in motion. Fields on third. Escapes the pocket. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Here he is to throw. And he pulls it in. That's a touchdown and ends this game.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
So this will win on the road for the Saints. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from Charlotte.